Beautiful lovers of Sonia Uche, have you seen Game for Two? It's a very beautiful movie. It's a movie that teaches us, especially those that are married, it teaches them a lot of things. It teaches them to know that bringing third party into their home could cost them more than they have expected. It will cost them more than they could ever imagine. That story was based on Doris and George, who were married and happily married. Let me put it that way. They were both happily married for the beginning of their marriage until they brought in third party. They started listening to what people had to say about other people's relationship and applying it to their own. I would blame George for whatever happened in that particular marriage. Actually, George was always listening to what Emeka had to say and how they were spoiling women. And one thing I always noticed about Emeka in this particular movie, that's his just friend, is that he never for once said some women. He kept saying all women, all women. I do say that some men that used to generalize like this do not have good intentions. They believe that all are bad. You also have sisters, you have mothers, you have, on the long run, you still get married. They used to believe they will not, but eventually they do, and they do make bad husbands. But I will still blame George the most for what happened to him in this particular movie. It was the cause of everything that happened to him. He listened to the advice of Emeka and he started changing. Always saying he had no money, he cannot afford this, and expects all responsibilities to be taken by his wife. You are the man. The woman is just there to assist you. Like he used to say, is the head and she's the neck. Actually, it is not wrong. But then as the head, what exactly are you doing? That little thing that he brought into their marriage was what destroyed them. It was what made them return to the village. Imagine doing well in the city and at the end of the day, you later found yourself in the village, even not doing half as much as you were doing before. How do you want to survive in the village? I will also say that the wife was a very calm person. Doris really tried. She really tried her best, footing all those bills from the beginning until George turned it to her responsibilities. But the only mistake they both made is saving money somewhere other than the bank. Actually, I used to say that all these people that do daily contribution, daily trips, I don't know what to say about them. I do say it that what if something bad happens to the person? What exactly used to happen on the long run if that person keeping the money for them eventually dies, if the person was robbed or anything bad that made them to be unable to access their fund? What will happen to you? What will happen to you? Will the family of that person pay you back the money? I don't know. I am not sure about that. But keeping your money in bank is still the best option so far. If they had both kept their money in bank, all this wouldn't have come up. And at the end of the misunderstanding, when everything was settled, they would both have access to their money and use it to do something tangible. That little step that George took in this particular movie, Game for Two, was what destroyed them eventually. It was the reason they did not grow. It was the reason they both lost their job. It was the reason they lost the lucrative job they were both doing. That particular spot that Doris got for her hairdressing business, even if she goes back to Lagos, she can no longer have access to that particular spot. And I am sure the same thing goes for George. Emeka is not the type of friend that should be close to you. As a married couple, there are some friends that do not have good advice for you. There are some friends that have negative mentality from the onset. It will even be from their childhood. But then when they see a happy couple, they try to pass their negativity all around. They try to make you feel like you are worth more than the way you are being treated by your spouse, be it male, be it female. But one thing I would always say we should take home from this particular movie, Game for Two, is that do not ever allow a third party into your marriage. Whatever advice they are giving you, keep it one side and make use of the one that can go well, that works well for you and your spouse. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Please and please do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel.